Hello everyone, this is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Today, I just have a quick announcement. It seems that I am locked in the alpha test on both my accounts until we have an update. So, till the 30th, I will not be able to pretty much do ranked modes, which is fairly unfortunate. But oh well, we do as much as we can. I wanna try to get to Diamond 3 if I can, if the update comes sooner than the ranked. If not, oh well, it is what it is. Today I'm actually going to make a test on this new strike fighter from the Battle Pass JF-17 Thunder Block 3. So this is, as we can see, yeah, a multi-role strike fighter developed from Pakistan. So it's a Pakistanese and Chinese strike fighter. We have over here, as you can see, let's test on the equipment, have a total of 6 missiles over here. Over here we have reload speed of 13, it's actually pretty high. Damage is 45, okay. Too high on that, but oh well. Reload speed on this one with 15 burst damage. I assume this is going to be the one that you will be able to flare. Another one, 15 burst damage. This one, a slightly higher, a reload speed of 10 with 26. And finally, we have over here a reload of 5. That's very short reload speed, if I may say so myself. So we are going to compare this first of all with an equivalent. Let's put it this way. I'm going to grab over here something like, for example, I don't think I have uploaded the mic in this one. Let's see. I'm just going to go all the way over here to our Russian equipment, and we are going to find, for example, Checkmate, Fulmar, Foxhound, Flanker. I love Flanker. Yeah, it's good to have it over here. Okay, so we're going to compare it to SU-39 because sadly Blogger is not upgraded, which I'm going to do. So let's compare it over here. Okay, durability was actually, oh well, burst damage, total burst damage. 6k short from SU-39, but this most of the damage of course is dependent on missiles. Obviously SU-39 is going to be better, but I want to compare it for example. Damage per minute is higher, which is interesting. The durability is slightly lower. We have 2 planes, which is good. I prefer 2 planes actually. Well, depends on a lot of factors, right? The durability seems to be okay. Of course you have more speed, more afterburner, more maneuverable, view range is higher. So yeah, it seems on paper has good stats. So okay, so we continue over here. I'm going to bring this into a test just to get acquainted with the strike fighter, and then afterwards I'm going to bring it to 2 matches. These are going to be online because of the reasons I just explained earlier, right? So oh yeah, and of course this happened because this is the alpha test. They have messed up with it. Well, it's not like they have messed up or anything, but we need to fix this just a little bit. Okay, so now it should be okay. So, is it? Yeah. Nope, it is not. So let's go back in here, settings. Ace combat, where is it? Ace combat, here you go. Am I? Ah no, yes, there it is. Okay, so let's see the damage of this. Okay, the burst damage. So we're going to throw everything at it. Okay, this missile over here is 178. One missile is dedicated only for planes. The rest is just for ships. Of course, it's a good damage. Nothing anti-flare, which I'm fine with. Most people say, "Oh, you need to have anti-flare." It's like, Not really. If you're going to spam missiles very quickly, then it's not a big deal. You cannot target submarines. I am happy with that, if I'm completely honest. So let's just finish this test drive and let's bring this into an offline match, because again I am in this server, so we take it from there. All right. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to evaluate if this is a ship, sorry, a strike fighter that is at the level of MiG and Harrier, let's put it this way. Right? Of course, when we have this type of just in case you have Yamato Aegis, one subscriber said, "Oh, last time you said it was not Yamato." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, chill, all good. Yeah, Yamato Aegis, Yamato Aegis. Don't get too stressed. Okay, so I am throwing this to Yamato Aegis, and guess what? Now that we are mentioning about Yamato Aegis, I am not able even to again scratch the surface with these missiles. So that's already telling you. Let's try with a second target over here. One of these missiles, it is, I think, anti-flare. Let's check it out. Yes, one of them is anti-flare. So Hyuga has fairly average air defenses, and I'm able to penetrate. Yeah. Let's see if I do an engagement more directly. Yeah. Let's test the cannon. That was pretty good. Let's try to the next one. Reload, of course, is very slow as expected. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Let's launch again into the air. Let's see what we can do. That is the submarine. That does not count for a target. Of course, all the missiles are going to hit because that's a submarine. Let's try to hit something that is again not a submarine. Hyuga. Standard defenses over there on the Hyuga. I was able to hit for 61. Not too bad. Not too shabby, actually. So I'm saying that this strike fighter is something that you can use mostly for attacking anything that is not a battleship. I still need to test it against a cruiser, but I suspect it's going to be equally okay with cruisers. Let's try with Fulch over here, right? Yeah, very good damage over here. Of course, the air defenses were very focused, of course, into other things, but it is able to do things, if I'm completely honest, which is very good. No complaints. But now this is more about asking to ourselves, do we think this is to the level of a MiG or a Harrier? The short answer is no. But do I think this is at the level of an FS-2000? I think it is. I truly think it is. So for the timing, of course, we're going to end this match over here, right? And yeah, we're going to wrap it over there. Lovely. So one last launch over here. We're going to wrap it up with the cannon of the Nemesis, just to wrap things up. Yep. And then the next one is the again Yamato Aegis. Now we are going to wonder actually, how are we going to deal with the Yamato Aegis? Again, these air defenses were slightly boosted. I had to check how much. I think Yamato is going to actually take me out. Let's see. Let's see how we do over here. Okay, so now I'm able to penetrate because he's the only battleship, the only ship around. So he doesn't have as many allies. Still, you see a couple of missiles are intercepted, but still now I'm able to do some damage, not crazy damage. So the idea here is to not to completely avoid, let's put it this way, battleships, but at the beginning of the match. Most likely you don't want to do that if you are not able to cope. So, well, I hope that we are going just to wrap up this match, and it's funny that we are just going to end it pretending that we are a battleship, right? Uh, yeah, conic. Actually, I think that's the canon I'm using, and it's it's just allow me to do this type of things. Anyways, let's check on the damage over here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, I launched a total of 3 volleys, damage 479k. Not too bad, not too bad. So again, I think this is almost in the same tier as Harrier and Meek. However, I mean, these planes are fundamentally different to some extent because Harrier uses guided missiles, Meek uses rockets, and this one missiles. So this is pretty much the missile version of Harrier or Meek. Is it recommended? I think it is. I think if you got the battle pass, this is a strike fighter that you are going to make very good use for. And of course, it has been out for quite some time. We just have to again check how much they reduce its capabilities after some time. I hope they don't, because it is fairly a good strike fighter. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this very small review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Lately, I'm going to check on the Boston. I have not done a review on that, so yes, that will be the next one I'm going to do. Right, Boston is right here. Yeah. And aside of that, thank you very much everyone for watching. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.